Welcome to a new episode of Nails from A to Z. This episode is powered by Glossary Live.
Hi, I'm Alicia Raimondo with Glossary Live, and welcome to Peel Back the Polish. I'm here with Kirsty Meakin. I know all of you know her. I don't even have to introduce her. She is a social star on YouTube and Instagram. She's absolutely gorgeous. She does beautiful nails. She is known for just being wild and crazy and her authentic self. And we were here in Orlando, and we wanted to catch up with Kirsty and just kind of find out like a little bit more about you, because I know that everybody out there watches you, they follow you, they see you, but maybe they want to know a little bit more about you. So I kind of wanted to take you back, all the way back to like how you fell in love with nails, and maybe just take you back to like where did you grow up, because you have a beautiful accent and most people might know that you're from the UK, but where in the UK are you from?
So I'm from a city called Stoke-On-Trent.
Oh.
When I say that, people are like, where is that?
I don't know. Yeah.
So it's the county of Staffordshire, which
Okay.
lies between Manchester and Birmingham.
So you're in the middle of everything.
Yeah. And Stoke-On-Trent is known for the pottery industry. So yeah, so I was born in Stoke-On-Trent, and I still live in Stoke-On-Trent.
Wow.
I actually live a mile away from the street that I actually grew up in.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm still extremely local.
You're just a small town girl.
I'm a small town girl. I am.
Well, living in this huge world now, because you travel all over the world, you educate, you are a judge for Nail Olympia,
Yes.
so that's what you're doing here. So when you were growing up, were you always like this, like gorgeous and flamboyant and loving like all these colors and?
I wouldn't say I was always gorgeous. I've definitely had some help with that.
Well, you're gorgeous now.
Well, that's I know. No, I've right. Okay, I'm a ginger kid, so I was ginger and got picked on at primary school because I was ginger. I was freckly, and that's just what they did. They picked on me. So I really struggled with my confidence, especially in primary school. I was always creative, creating havoc normally. Yeah, I was always creative, always loved art. My late granddad, Derek, was a phenomenal artist. Like, his paintings were amazing. I also was really good at woodwork and used to make things all the time, so I saw that. I also have a family that worked in the pottery industry.
Oh, wow.
So they were painters, so they'd paint and they'd do lithography, and so they were in a creative industry. So I definitely think that has been sort of fed into me.
Right.
So I've always loved art, but I definitely fell in love with makeup first. Because I was ginger and my face is full of freckles, I wanted to hide my freckles. I didn't like how I looked, so I always wore makeup. Got told off for wearing makeup at school all the time, because it really wasn't a thing then, whereas now you can wear makeup at school, but you shouldn't have worn makeup. And I was like, no, I need to hide this ginger person,
Right.
because
Hide yourself. Yeah.
yeah, so I started to hide myself behind a mask. Still doing it. I've just got better at the mask. So yeah, I always loved makeup, and I was always good at school. And I wouldn't say I was academic, but I tried.
Right.
But I was really good at art, and I was good at sports, and that's what I loved about school. And I loved the social aspect of school. More so when I went to high school. So when I went to high school, the first year I was there, probably the first 6 months I was there, I struggled, and I had some girls that were bullying me and things like that, the whole ginger thing and all that. And then I met a group of girls who are now my lifelong friends, and they really took me under their wing, and we just connected in a deep way. We had very similar loves. We loved singing, we loved dancing, and we loved sports, and we were quite artistic. So we really got to know each other, and they really looked after me. And one of them actually did karate. She's like black belt 3rd dan, fought for England, you know, in her teens. So they didn't mess with me anymore.
I was going to say she's just going to kick everybody's ass.
So they didn't. But I still hid behind this makeup. So I loved makeup first. That did come first. I still love makeup now.
After you created these lifelong friendships, did you guys did you go off to university, or what kind of led you down the road into art and makeup?
I didn't go to university. What I did was, in the last year of high school, I met a boy who...
I can already see trouble coming.
I met a boy and I got married, and I was 3 weeks after I turned 18, I got married.
Oh, wow.
Not a lot of people know that. So I got married. And what I did was, I went to college, I was doing art, photography and media studies. But because of this boy, I just wanted to spend all my time with him.
Of course.
So I dropped out of college. And then my mother was like, you need to do something with your life, else I'm going to kick you out. I mean, now I know that she was never going to kick me out, but I was like, oh shit, I really need to do something. So I applied for apprenticeship at a beauty salon, and I did a course in beauty therapy, went on to do my level 3 and nails and everything, like everything beauty, and I fell in love with nails.
Oh really? Okay.
Like everything else, the only things I really liked when it come to beauty was makeup, waxing, because it's an instant transformation.
Yes.
Obviously makeup's an instant transformation, and nails, because it was an instant transformation again, whereas like massage, facials, things like that, no, wasn't really for me.
Right. Yeah, you wanted to color and make everything beautiful. And I loved the nails and all that stuff too, because you could like take it off. So you get into this whole world of nails, and where did that lead you?
So I did that. Then I worked part-time in a salon after that. Then I eventually had my own setup within a salon, and then I owned my own salon, and then I owned my own academy, and now I own my own brand. But there was a lot of stuff that happened in between that. A lot of stuff. You know, I worked for another brand for quite some years that went a bit sour. Nothing to do with me and Adam.
When you go from, I remember going from like salon, and then you go into, you know, doing different things, like what made you kind of lead into this whole social media? Because you are really a social media superstar, and you are such a personality on YouTube. Like, you're so comfortable in front of the camera, and I think that a lot of people out there kind of feel very scared to even show their face on their Instagram. You know, they'll show their nails, but they won't show their face. So what kind of led you through your journey to a place where you felt like so confident to be able to put yourself out there like that?
So I used to be a singer.
Oh wow.
So I sang for 12 years alongside being an nail tech. So I was used to being on stage.
See, this is another thing we don't know anything about you.
So
see, and the secrets come out.
So I was used to being on stage, and I do kind of miss that, to be honest. So I think being on stage and doing a seminar. Is this
like a singer, like, I have to ask, is this like a singer like in a lounge type situation, or is this like a rock and roll type singing, or what kind of singing are we talking about?
So the songs, the kind of genre that we sung was predominantly 80s, 90s soul, like Chaka Khan, Randy Crawford, Lionel Richie, that kind of stuff. Stuff that I was kind of brought up on. So
you had a whole band and everything?
So it was a duo. So there was myself and Tony. Tony played guitar and synthesizer, and we did that for 12 years. And I absolutely,
how fun.
I loved it. until I felt like, you know, like when you have this in your career and you go, oh, I do the same thing all the time, and it's now become boring. And that's what happened. So I stopped. But I had 2 children by then, and I changed, I suppose. I changed. My priorities were different.
Sure.
I wanted to be at home with my children at the weekends. I didn't want to be out singing.
Yes.
So my mindset changed. So as
Of
much
course.
as I miss singing on stage, well, I can do nails on stage now. So it's kind of the same
Yes.
to me. But I love entertaining people. So I think that has helped me be comfortable on camera. It wasn't always like this, and there was no plan to do what I do now.
Right.
It's a natural progression.
Organic,
Oh
yeah.
my God, so organic. We didn't have this master plan, right, this is what we're going to do. It's just happened.
Right.
And for whatever reason it's happened, that's where we are.
Everything fell into place.
Yes.
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 So when you started getting into social media, how do you think? What do you think was what kind of catapulted you into, you know, collecting so many followers? I mean, obviously, you know, your personality, your artistry, and your education, but there's more to that, because there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of work, a lot of additional work behind that.
Yes.
So what do you think is that additional work that you feel like made the difference?
I think being unapologetically my true self helps people to connect and relate with me. And this is something just that happened. So when we worked for the other company, I was always kind of told at first just to give directional videos that for me were quite boring, because I was just explaining what to do. So they were just tutorials, very
step by step.
Yeah, just not really me, but that's what I did. That's what they wanted.
Yeah.
And then slowly, I became myself because I couldn't help it.
Right.
I was just me. And then this is where we are now. You know, obviously we left that company. We started our own YouTube channel, Facebook. You know, we've got 1.1 million on Facebook, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, it is.
I love doing content because I love to teach. And if you would ask somebody else why they follow me and why they watch me, they all pretty much say the same thing. And I found this out just being here in Orlando, and wherever I go in the world, they all say the same thing. So they all say they can relate to me. I explain things, I explain the directions and everything like that. You know, all the instructions are in a way that they understand.
Sure.
And so that's why they can progress as a nail technician. They can learn, but also have fun. Oh, but we have fun on our channel. You know, on the channel, it's funny. We just have a laugh. Me and Adam have got a really good relationship, you know, not one of them relationships. He has a wife. I would never, no thank you. But yeah, we've got like a brother-sister kind of friendship.
No, so I watch you,
Yeah.
you know, and here's the thing, I don't have time for social media. I don't have time
Yeah.
to watch anything. But like every now and then I'm doing some research, I'll jump on your channel, and I can't stop watching you is the problem. So I'll be there, like I'll be like, oh, I just wanted like check out this show and see what you did.
Yeah.
And then I'll be there and I'll end up watching the whole thing for like 45 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I have to stop and get back to work because it's so entertaining. You know,
Yeah.
what you do is so entertaining, it's so interesting. You never know what the next thing that's gonna come out of your mouth is.
Yeah.
You never know what what the nail art's gonna turn out like. You know, it's just like, oh my God, you know, and so there's so many fun things that you do that are just kind of out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
And I think for me, that's what is enjoyable
Yeah.
about watching you. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with all of these, you know.
Yeah,
with
so
all these
they
colors.
all do say the same thing. And being here in Orlando and having so many people come up to me, and they've been saying the same thing. You are the reason I got into nails.
Aw.
And that is like,
Oh, it's
what?
very special.
Really? And so they keep saying it, and I'm like, I can't believe the impact that just doing a tutorial has had on people's lives, and it's ended up changing people's lives.
Yes.
And it's crazy. It's crazy, and it's so heartwarming. It really is.
Aw. Well, they obviously love you. We love you here at Glossary Live. So on your YouTube channel, I see you have a membership now. So what is the membership about?
So on the YouTube channel, we have a membership and you get badges. So you kind of collect badges each month as you go along, and you get little gifts and things like that. On the Instagram, there's a subscription, educational subscription. So they get a class with me once a month, and they also get every other month a class with another educator or somebody from the industry. So it could be a speaker from the industry, somebody who's going to give you valuable knowledge. So I just thought, I know all these people in this industry, and I want to share everybody with my Instagram subscribers and educate them and watch them progress. And that's what I love, because you know what it's like teaching. It's so rewarding.
Yes, it is.
You know, and my role has definitely changed from doing competitions and winning all these competitions. I'm now the person that helps other people win the competitions.
Yes.
And I love seeing that.
I know.
I love that.
I know. And there's so many people out there, they talk about gatekeeping and stuff like that, educators that don't want to share. And
I'm willing to share.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything.
Because I think it's so much more rewarding when you watch other people succeed.
It is.
That is what's so great about educating. It's not having people watch you, it's watching them after they leave.
It's like having children.
Yes.
You're like nurturing these new nail techs into competition winners.
Babies. It's your nail babies.
Yeah. Nail babies.
So what's next for you?
Oh my God, I never know. No, we've got a lot of launches coming with the Kirsty Meakin brand. We've got something in the pipeline for next year that I cannot tell anybody about. That is really exciting. We are going to be recording. I don't know if I can tell you. I don't know if Adam will kill me. I don't know if I can tell you.
Well, you can keep it.
I'll keep it.
You keep it.
There'll be something coming out that's a little bit different than what we do now, but it is nail related, obviously.
Imagine.
But it's a little bit different, it's exciting, and it gets other people involved, and I don't know how I can tell you without telling you.
Okay. Well, we won't ask. What we'll do is we will get back with you later on when she can tell us, and she can give us more information about what's going on. But until then, do you have any advice for all of your nail babies that are, I mean, obviously they're watching you, they're learning from you, they're moving forward. Do you have any advice for them for kind of their future, and give them a little last minute piece of encouragement?
I think you should never give up. I've been through quite a lot of struggles through my life. I'm a single parent of 2 beautiful children, and I'm a divorced woman. When I got married at 18, that lasted 5 years, and then that was it. Don't get married young. Work hard. It will pay off. But make sure it's enjoyable, and the rewards will come. Don't work yourself till you're ill. That's never good. But work hard. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to ask. Always ask. Like my mum said, if you don't ask, you don't get. You've got to ask for anything, any advice, get in people's DMs, approach companies, approach brands. Don't be afraid to ask for help with anything that's nail related. Come to us, we are there, we will help you. My inbox is always open. I love to support people and help people. So I'm here, and I know that there's lots of other nail techs that are there as well. We're all in this together, we're all very, very supportive. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much. You are absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
So, a lot of people look at Kirsty and they're just like, oh my gosh, she's unapproachable. She's not unapproachable. She's the absolute sweetheart. And we thank you so much for coming and visiting us on Glossary Live. And
you are welcome. You are welcome.
And thank you so much for coming and watching Peel Back the Polish. And we'll bring Kirsty back, and she'll be doing some more master classes and other things that you can watch. And follow her on her YouTube, her Instagram, and maybe she'll give you a little sneak peek of what's going on before we even know about it. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
For more nail stuff, don't forget to visit glossarylive.com to find inspiration, trends, step-by-steps, and news. It's all about nails.